she came home.
Carlyle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be, without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlyle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle.
Please wait. Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor. If you take his place, it may be an opportunity to get close to Madame Carlyle.
Don't you dare!
Thorn?
This is a private area, sir.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle.
Please wait. Madam Carlyle. Go right.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by...
Mr. Whitmer, thank God you're here. Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
Yes, please.
If you'd follow me. I know I oughtn't say anything, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madame's funeral, and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary, and all this security. I've never seen the place guarded like this, and I dare say I don't like it at all. Well, this is what I mean. You have to be patted down before you see Madame Carlyle inside. Oh, I could just cry.
Greetings, sir.
I will have to pat you down if you intend to enter this area, sir. You'll be over quick, sir. Thank you. Please proceed.
Mr. Whitmer,
How are you
thank you for
today,
coming
sir?
on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir. I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with
need to panic.
if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I think the crime scene has more clues, 47. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47? Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
So, how long have you been working here?
About a month now.
You're American. What on earth are you doing in this shithole? Girl, let's pick this up later.
Do you want to check on that undertaker in charge of the funeral? I got word he's upset with Madame Carlyle.
I vetted him thoroughly. He's good.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, you're not allowed to be in here. That's a good boy. No offense, but I hope I don't see you again.
Gregory, something's off. Pruitt got word his motion was rejected. We all signed the bloody thing 4 days ago. That Emma woman is a tad too busy for my taste.
Tell me.
She turned up and demanded to be put up in Madame Carlyle's bedroom. We're the new heads of the family after all. It is only fitting, she said. Well, Gregory put a stop to that, which was his crime. He normally accepts his wife's outrageous behaviour without batting an eyelid. But staying in his mother's bed so soon was just a bit too. I can't help you.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
That means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died.
Yes.
And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence?
This is very useful information, 47.
To present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis?
I don't like dancing.
Or perhaps
What
you
about
prefer searching the
restaurants?
manor for
You
clues
like food?
first?
I know some great places. You should come visit. I'll take you somewhere really nice. Spend a few bucks. A girl like you deserves that.
I don't know.
Patrick Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
What did you think of Zachary?
Oh, creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
Such a gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games. So much. I deserve.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor.
My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff were all the company he had. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me. You always led by example rather than by words and meaningless gestures. Like hugs and encouragement.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Well, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all? Not very thorough, are you?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and Mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
You look tanned. I bet Mother spent the last week at her cypress estate. Am I right? Oh, come on. I need to know what's going on. This affects me too, you know.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have...
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends.
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Did you give the Fitzpatrick token to Madame Carlyle's daughter?
Rebecca? Yes. She's insistent, that one. She kept asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't see you give the other one to the butler?
Of course.
How are you, sir?
News, I'm afraid. We don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looked everywhere.
Got to be kidding me. No power, no portrait.
Furious. She expects the family photos to be done any moment now.
Okay? And I need it to be perfect. I don't believe for a second that Zachary committed suicide. We'd only just run through his plan for the spring seedling yesterday.
But he was upset believing his sister was...
I'd say worried about us. Now we'll never know.
Oh my. You're taking this hard, aren't you?
Broken lab equipment. It looks like it was recently used, though.
I will never again see someone like that.
Rosie told me man at all. So you've got your work cut out for you if you do try.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to imply that you're not fine. You're definitely fine. I mean, I don't fancy you or anything. You're not my type at all. Did Alice tell you what Emma did? What a wayward word.
Please stay back.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
Actually, yeah,
Gotta go.
How's everything coming along, Elaine?
Very well,
Make sure you focus on your work.
I will.
I don't need one of my maids crying in the kitchen. So watch yourself around young Mr. Patrick.
Don't worry about me.
That is the door to Rebecca's room. I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
Yes, I'm in England now. It's all gone. Ron and I haven't been briefed about shit. What the fuck do I say to Carlisle?
I feel.
Hey, what the hell? No way.
confirms that Arthur Edwards stole everything from Madame Carlyle. Perhaps you should let her know how bad it is, 47.
I don't know who you think you are, sir, but I'm not letting you pass.
Looking good, man. Looking good. Yo, Anne, what's up? Relax, man. I said I'd get you money. It's just gonna take a little longer. Get back to you later.
On top of things, Elaine?
Sure am, Mr. Fernsby. Coming along just fine.
I trust Mr. Patrick is not interfering with your work. We need everything. Ready for tomorrow.
He's just bored, I think. I can work while we talk.
Just leave it at talking, Elaine. Mr. Patrick is not acquainted with how things are done here.
I'm fine. Thanks for checking in.
Mr. Patrick,
Can I do anything for you? Yes, actually.
Emma Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else you want to know?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Huh.
Sit down. Yes. If I could just think of something interesting to say during the shoot to grab Rebecca's attention. I had planned to offer her comfort.
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
Something is circled, 47. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlyle is next in line for a poisoning.
Show up like nothing's the least bit.
Sup?
That American lawyer in the small office. Take the travel document. It all checked out.
How are you?
Looking good today, sir.
Please stay back.
Gotta dig this place. Ancestral graveyard, trophy room, and the office safe is hidden behind a portrait.
With a secret mechanism for uncovering it.
It's got real soul.
First time here?
Yep.
Yeah, it's impressive. All right.
A safe in Madame Carlyle's office. I bet that's where she keeps the file on Arthur Edwards.
Still alive, huh? Good on ya.
Peculiar icons above the safe. I wonder if there might be some sort of a code. Maybe have a look around the office, 47.
Don Yates, Alexa Carlyle here. You need to explain yourself. I demand that you return my call ASAP. Sending a junior attorney is gross negligence of your responsibilities and will have consequences for your company and you personally as well. I will make sure of that. Mark my words.
Hypocrite!
On with it, Alexa.
Talk to Mr. Lansby. He's in charge of the staff. Madame Carlyle certainly doesn't think so. Why else would she have asked that detective to come here?
The murder. Was the blood?
No, not that I saw. Hello, this is
All I can
Cassandra
think
Cox,
about is those
Edward's
swollen
ex-wife.
eyes.
I don't know what's going on at your house, but Edward is losing it again. He seems to believe that Alexa has come back from the dead, and that he has to write the eulogy for some make-believe funeral event. I still have the restraining order on him, so whoever gets this message now that Alexa is dead better get him under control. Otherwise, I see no other way than to get the police involved.
Keep an eye out, you know. Stay on top of things like that.
of a man. You make me vomit. If I could just... Oh! Now, back to work.
Greetings, sir.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlyle.
Did I understand correctly that I should give it to Rebecca in case of...
great uniform.
He holds the other one.
She will start digging when she realizes things don't add up, inevitably getting her in trouble. I'd rather she knew who she's up against. She's clever and resourceful.
Who knows, maybe she'll be able to hit him where it hurts.
Hello there, sir.
But I don't...
Can't you just relax for a minute?
And that solicitor upstairs. Why do you think...
We lost him. Damn. Echo Foxtrot to Uniform Zulu, over.
Something bad's going down. You need to look into it.
Oh my god, thank God you're here.
I need help.
You need a doctor to look at you. Just show yourself.
Look at me getting all giddy. It's like year 10 all over again. Just without the awkward slow dancing.
How can you be so relaxed? I wish you'd take this more seriously.
What are you going on about now?
Do you want to check on that undertaker in charge of the funeral? I got word he's upset with Madame Carlyle.
I vetted him thoroughly. He's good.
You like, reading? You look really smart. Hello. Yeah, listen. I understand that you calm down.
Madame Carlyle wants to inspect the arrangements for the staged funeral tomorrow. What's the delay?
It's the birds. They're making a racket, droppings everywhere. The undertaker wants them gone before he'll see Madame Carlyle. Right, mistake. But unless you want to take on the birds.
I hope I die in the autumn. I love autumn.
Madame Carlyle is dead, so there is no funeral.
It's going to be a beautiful service.
Well, I'm siding with the Undertaker on this one. It's wrong pretending to be dead. Some things you don't mess with, not even if you're filthy rich.
They're impossible to hit, devious bastards.
Anything so strong, really? Don't give them on a lead. They always get really electric. I don't care for people. Christ! I have enough on my mind as it is. Scare them! Shoot them! I don't care! I just want them gone!
Oh?
guys planning to give the whole grounds an overhaul?
I think so. A funeral is a big event. A lot of important people will be here.
And the woman isn't even dead. It's too bad we're not allowed to tell them anything brings us all in.
Oh, by the way, I told Kate about those texts.
What did she say?
Well, I thought she'd be mad at me, but she just thanked me that she understood the position I was in. We had a really good talk about it.
Oh, what did I tell you? She was definitely one. Messed up for your accident.
I know.
I'm glad I wasn't in when Madame Carlyle showed up this morning. I'm sure my heart would have jumped right out of my chest.
I can believe that. I don't look really good enough around here.
And the family has to pretend she's still dead. Someone's not happy about that at all.
Hey, how are you?
Now Zachary won't get to see the rhododendron Virginian blossom. They were his favorites.
I understand why you're so upset. It's such a shock to all of us.
Manual plug-in music? Do they even exist anymore?
It feels like I can't
old
breathe.
is this? Practice fucking full downstairs too. I will never again meet someone like Zachary. I can't bear to think what will happen to all his rare plants now.
never got to learn it. The horrible thing we did was for nothing.
Protect the Carlisle legacy, what? Bother.
This keeps happening again and again today. I should have stayed in bed. My parents would hate.
May I get you anything, Mr. Patrick?
Privacy?
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Hi there.
Be careful.
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
Your niece, Emma Carlyle, murdered your brother Zachary.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
And your niece. Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother Montgomery, who you and Zachary killed 46 years ago.
That's preposterous.
You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather not know?
No. No, go on.
I found a letter from Emma's mother, Jane, who was the fiancée of your older brother at the time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlyle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost, marry your heir Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlyle empire for her bloodline generations to come.
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlyles. Montgomery wasn't cut out to take over from father. All heart and no balls.
Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's suicide. She did her homework, used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage.
That scheming bitch.
More than you think. I found proof that she will try to poison you next.
Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
I'll send you an invoice.
Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. I trust you'll see yourself out. I need some privacy. Thank you.
Mission complete. Well done, 47. That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
Painkillers. Lethal if you use enough of them.
But not the poison used to kill Zachary. Of course, Madame Carlyle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47? Zachary's diary. This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident. Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder, but I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. And 47, the handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself. Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings. Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47?
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Looking good today, sir.
Keep an eye out, stay on top of things like that.
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
Somebody has taken the case file.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
The butler, Mr. Fernsby, killed Zachary.
Fernsby? Oh, you've got that wrong. He would never do such a thing. He is the most loyal man I have ever met.
I found pills in his office that matches the poison that killed your brother. Furthermore, I found Zachary's notebook, half burned, in Mr. Fernsby's fireplace. It showed that Zachary intended to publish a written confession to a murder the two of you committed nearly 50 years ago. The murder of your older brother, Montgomery.
That's outrageous. We did no such thing.
No need to feign innocence. I know a killer when I see one, and my discretion is assured. The papers also described how Mr. Fernsby helped you stage the murder of Montgomery as an accident. I believe he killed Zachary not to be exposed as an accomplice to murder.
Sweet Fernsby. You are wrong, Mr. Whitmer. He did not do it to protect himself. He did it to protect the Carlyle legacy. Mr. Fernsby, like myself, understands that sacrifices must be made to secure stability and prosperity. Mr. Whitmer, I'd appreciate it if your findings never leave this room. I understand Fernsby's actions, and there is no need for them to have more consequences than they already have. Fernsby was very fond of Zachary, and I'm sure his decision will haunt him to the day he dies. About your reward, have you considered an amount? Where are you going? Please, sit down. Thank you. Now, where were we?
I'll send you an invoice.
Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. I trust you'll see yourself out. I need some privacy. Thank you.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Got your message? Could you just give it a rest? I said I'm fixing it, okay? Yeah, well, it was Ant's idea. He said, what a load of bollocks! I've got to go. Talk later.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office. Zachary's diary. This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident. And 47, the handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself. Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder, but I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings. Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47?
I could listen all day. He poured emotion.
Hey, How are you?
Maybe stop keeping an eye on me. Who put you up to this? Mother.
Do I like him, or do I like the fact he's not another knuckle-dragging rugby washout?
Stand up, sir. You're drawing attention to yourself.
getting all giddy.
It's like year 10 all over again. Just that awkward slow dancing.
This is a private area, sir.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
I heard Mary fainted when she heard Madame Carlyle was still alive. Yes, herself.
Still quite dark. Coming back from next week.
Are you guys planning to give the whole grounds an overhaul?
I think so. A funeral is a big event. A lot of important people will be here.
Fake funeral? It's absolutely bonkers if you ask me. Imagine the headline. Alexa Carlyle caught watching her own funeral from office window.
Matt, if anyone hears you...
Huh? What?
Security detail at a staged funeral.
Do you need a Fitzpatrick token to Madame Carlyle's daughter?
Rebecca?
Yes.
Bad news, I'm afraid. We don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looked everywhere.
Oh, you've got to be kidding. No power, no point.
Oh, Madame Carlyle will be furious. She expects the family photo to be done any moment now.
I need this shoot to happen, okay? And I...
So, Madame Carlyle wants a picture taken. If you were to assist with the missing fuse, I'm sure the portrait would be one for the ages.
need it to be perfect.
I guess we could do that.
Good. I'll finish setting up, and then we'll grab the fuse just before you call down.
Good. Yeah, that's a good plan.
You may laugh now, but I have a bad feeling we haven't seen the end of this.
I don't believe for a second that Zachary committed suicide. We'd only just run through his plan for the spring seedlings yesterday.
Yes, sure. But he was upset believing his sister was dead.
I'd stay worried about how things can happen. Gregory and Emma don't know. I bet they'll never
Oh, sounds like the power's back up. Why don't you take a picture to test it?
It works. I'm ready for the shoot.
Perfect. I'll call the family down now then.
Excellent, 47. Madame Carlyle is on her way down for the family photo shoot. Let's see if any memorable moments will play out in front of the camera.
I will never again meet someone like Zachary. I can't bear to think what will happen to all his rare plants.
Try not to scuff the floor, sir.
We shall all miss him.
Broken lab equipment. It looks like it was recently used, though.
But you're not. You're a professor, you're artistic, you've got your music. I mean, that's really something.
Standing the Carlisle Empire, though.
Mary is so upset. But she's never seen
A safe in Madame Carlyle's office. I bet that's where she keeps the file on Arthur Edwards.
Don't worry, I'm sure everything will settle down soon.
Hey, Mr. Archer.
Sir, it's time to give it up. Hold it right there.
He's by the delivery entrance.
Captain Axel looks down for one out. He's not what he was with a costume.
You really think... Give the bastard a closed costume.
Call down the sound.
Good. Yeah, that's a good plan.
Such a bunch of old junk. Must be 100 years old at least. I don't know how the Brits can stand it.
Hey, brah.
You really get to know someone when you work in their home, right?
Well, I guess so. I never thought about it that way.
I'm thinking about Rebecca. I'd really like to show her my work. I just need a good in. What would you say if you wanted to get her attention?
Oh.
I'd really appreciate it if you left.
I don't know her that well. If she doesn't live here, and when she's here, she's always
Calling on the phone, or reading papers, or emails. Sounds like the power's back up. Why don't you take a picture to test it?
It
I
works.
wonder if he does
I'm ready
headshots.
for the shoot.
Perfect. I'll call the family down now then.
Excellent, 47. Madame Carlyle is on her way down for the family photo shoot. Let's see if any memorable moments will play out in front of the camera.
right ahead, please.
Hi, good afternoon.
Edward, you can't let Mother get to you like this.
You've always been immune to her. How do you do it?
I'm the youngest. Guess I just flew under the radar when it came to her attention.
I don't think so. She really respects you.
If you just
Down
stop
by the fountain.
craving her approval. You're nearly 50, Edward.
I know. I'm such a loser.
But you're not. You're a professor, you're artistic, you've got your music. I mean, that's really something.
It's not exactly expanding the Carlisle Empire, though. But thanks. That does help a little.
It's just in front of the fountain.
I expect you to be efficient. I have a lot to see to today.
I'll do my best.
Listen, everyone. I understand that you have a lot of questions. Please be patient for a little longer. I will address you in the sitting room afterwards. Right, get in position. Let's get this over with.
There's a puddle of water here. Oh, never mind. Let's just get this done, shall we?
Chill up, Edward. No one wants to look at that long face.
You're such an idiot, Gregory.
I'm fine, Rebecca.
Fine. You look...
No. Mission complete. Well done, 47.
I doubt that's true, though. No, he was here when the safe in Madame Carlisle's office was repaired, but...
Hope you're not undercover paparazzi. I hate that.
Did they call all of you in today? I've never seen so many gardeners here at the same time.
Yes, there's so much to do before the funeral tomorrow.
And the woman isn't even dead. It's too bad we're not allowed to tell. That would make a great story to talk about.
.47. They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!
I doubt that's true, though. No, he was here when the safe in Madame Carlisle's office was repaired last week.
Staggering disrespect. Damn birds. I could just not come here.
Hey, who is throwing stuff around here? Come on!
Maybe it's...
Christ! Man, you read me. Yes. You're kidding me. What is this?
Come out and show me that weapon. I don't want anyone to get hurt here. Finally, the birds are gone. Just run through everything before calling Madame Carlyle down. A fake funeral? Where's my credibility if this gets out? The nerve of that woman. Jeopardizing everything I've worked for. My father worked for.
Well done, 47. Madame Carlyle is on her way. I wonder how she would like her final resting ground.
Mr. Parsons, I don't like to be kept waiting. I trust we can be efficient now I'm here.
I can be very efficient, Madame Carlyle.
What's that matrimony doing here? What an awful idea. I want it removed before the ceremony. What is wrong with you? What an awful idea. I want it removed before the ceremony tomorrow. I must say I don't care much for the choice of flowers either. I need a moment to consider what I want. What's that podium? I find that having family members do the eulogy is more often than not a toe-cringing affair. I've never understood the need to publicly display grief. A person died. Most natural thing in the world. No need to make an emotional spectacle of it.
Jeopardizing everything I've worked for. My father worked for.
Security! You need to deal with this guy right away! Something really bad is happening!
Jeopardizing everything. I've worked for. My father worked for.
Stop! Hold on. Will you quit that?
Jeopardizing everything I've worked for. My father worked for.
Jesus H. Christ!
Jeopardizing everything I've worked for. My father worked for. Jeopardizing everything I've worked for.
Please, no! Jesus Christ! Hey, let's go!
Jeopardizing.
Huh? What's going on? Who's throwing shit around?
ready to show Madame Carlyle the funeral arrangements.
You got rid of the birds?
Yes.
Perfect. I'll let her know.
Mr. Parsons is ready to see Madame Carlyle.
Well done, 47. Madame Carlyle is on her way. I wonder how she will like her final resting ground.
Mr. Parsons, I don't like to be kept waiting. I trust we can be efficient now I'm here.
I can be very efficient, Madame Carlyle.
What's that picture of me doing here? What an awful idea. I want it removed before the ceremony tomorrow. I must say I don't care much for the choice of flowers either. I need a moment to consider what I want. What's that podium? I find that having family members do the eulogy is more often than not a toe-cringing affair. I've never understood the need to publicly display grief. A person died. Most natural thing in the world. No need to make an emotional spectacle of it. I hope you haven't planned for one of those. And the gravestone. Granite. Solid. No fuss. I like it. Well done, Mr. Parsons. I approve.
Yes. It will mark your grave beautifully.
So, to sum up, I expect you to remove my picture from the memorial. That was an absolutely... Eh? Huh?
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine! Shit!
Don't respond, just listen. Diane, I can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Stay down. Boss wants you alive.
Yeah? How about now?
Over here! Cover me!
Walk away!
Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't. Tell the Constant to start running!
You think you've won? 47 is out there. And 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I look forward to your call.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight. We're all that's left now.